Okay, well, welcome everybody to the final closing session of the very first Gold Coast Dream Launch Boot Camp. This is March of 2013. What a great boot camp it's been. And you may or may not know, this is the end of a tour that several of us have been on, a 5-city tour. So we started about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and we started with Nelson. We went to Queenstown, we went to Auckland, we went to Melbourne, and this is the last stop on this tour. Some of us before that had done boot camps in Denver, Colorado, Pennsylvania, Denver, and just so you know, today in Seattle, they're finishing a boot camp as we speak, so this thing's really taken off. It's interesting, it's been really good for me to do this tour. It reminds me of the old rock and roll days because we started out in one city in Nelson, and we picked up people along the way, and people have been flying with us, just getting on tour with us. And I know some of you guys have just gotten on and just grabbing plane tickets and hotels and cruising. So we'll do another one next year. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you might want to just block out some time if you want to do that. What a great way to travel with friends, and a great way to travel and create business, so that the next time you go back, isn't it fun to go back and have a downline, and you're making money, and it's just great if you ever want to do that. If you ever want to travel, I know this. I've done a lot of travel in my lifetime, and it's a very different experience going to a city with a backpack or a suitcase and landing and knowing no one, and maybe having a bit of a guidebook or not, and just trying to figure it all out, and going and being embraced by the Life Force community, whether they're people I've met before or not, and they're just friendly and open. We all have a big common interest. They want to just take you home and introduce you around and show you all the best that their city has to offer and take you all the best restaurants and the best attractions. So it's a very different experience of travel, and I would encourage all of you to think about that. And if you want to travel, then definitely the first class way to go is go with family, go with this family. So that said, we're going to now have a closing ceremony, and here's an option for you to share if you do decide to. Krista, I'm going to ask you to help, and we've got a little pin that we want to offer you as an acknowledgement and also a remembrance for this event. It's a beautiful little pin. We struck a limited number of these, and it says Dream Launch Boot Camp, Living the Dream. Now, we're only issuing these on this tour, so this is the final stop of the tour. After this, they'll be destroyed. There'll be no more given out. And our friend David Collister has told us when these kinds of programs are instituted, you know, these go on for 5, 10, 20, 50 years, this system. So people get lanyards, they get these jackets they wear, and they have all these pins all over them, but you will have the only one of these. These will be so rare. This is the very first tour ever. So this is it. You guys are the lucky ones. You get one of these. And I would suggest you don't trade it to anybody for anything, because you know, they ain't making any more of these, right? So yeah, that said, it's been a pleasure for me to be part of this. I've really enjoyed it. I think this has got to be the best one of them. Everyone gets good, and I go, I can't possibly be better, but yeah, I can, and this has been. So more on that later, but right now I want to open the floor to you. I know some of you have to go. So make sure you jump up first and share what it is happened for you. And also I want to encourage, because some of you do have to leave, we will be doing Saturday event. We're going to do it here with the local leaders. And so please come back Saturday. We've got another boot camp coming in 2 weeks. Krista and I will be part of that. I'm not sure if Krista can be. And then here's the exciting news, and this is not 100% committed yet, but Melbourne is happening, the big international conference. How many of you are registered to go? How many of you are going? Yeah. How many of you actually registered and paid? Okay. So the rest of you need to register and pay for clear reasons. But I just want to say the weekend after Melbourne, there's a very, very good chance we're going to have David Collister here to do a boot camp. Yeah, this is not to be missed. This is not to be missed. So if that has any interest for you, you start inviting now for that boot camp. The people will be so glad that you invited them. So that said, I want to go ahead and offer this space to anybody who wants to